Hi everyone, my name is Bridget. So today I just thought to, do a little chit chat on a topic that is really important to immigrants. Today's topic is the essential steps for immigrants to take before moving to a new country. Relocating into a new country requires thorough planning and a lot of preparations. But with careful consideration of all the factors that I'm going to be talking about today, you can make your transition to Canada as smooth as possible. Are you ready? Number one, visa and immigration. Ensure that you have the necessary visa or immigration status to live and to work in Canada. It would be nice to take your time to do research online on various immigration programs such as the PNP or sponsorship programs depending on your eligibility or the AIPP. You have to do the research on what route you're looking to follow to come to Canada. Number two, job search. It is important for you to start looking for a job way in advance to save your time and so you can prepare well in advance. Having a job lined up can facilitate your immigration process and also provide you with financial stability upon arrival. There are lots of resources out there that you can use to be on this path. One, you can go to LinkedIn, Indeed, Canada Job Bank, and a host of others. It'll be nice for you to go online and do your own research to find out where you can search for jobs. Note that you can apply for jobs in all of these platforms. Cross your fingers and hope for the best job to come your way. Number three, housing. It is important that you research the housing market in the city you plan to relocate to. Note that you have to consider factors like the rental costs, the neighborhood you would like to live in, the proximity of that neighborhood to work, to school, whichever school you would want your kids to go to. You don't want the schools really far from where you live. It would be nice to consider all of this, including the amenities that are available in that community. People that you know live in Canada and ask questions. But note that you get the best of the information if you do your research and then decide what works best for you. Number four, so it'd be nice for you to familiarize yourself with Canada's healthcare system and ensure you have health insurance coverage for you and your family, either through your employer, through private insurance, or the provincial health care plan. Whatever you decide, whichever path you would want to follow, it is truly important to have a health care plan in place. God forbid, if an emergency arises due to a health crisis, you need to have one of these to help you get immediate help from the hospital. Financial planning. It is really important for you to, assess your finances and budget for your relocation expenses. And this includes visa fees, housing deposits, groceries as well. For those of you that are looking to have your kids enroll in private schools, it costs money, just so you know. So you need to factor all of this into your financial planning. Really important. And before you settle in, there'll be lots of hopping on buses and cabs. So it's important to get prepared for all of this. And the currency exchange rate needs to be factored into your financial planning. Because if you have a lot of money in your local currency and assume it's going to be the same as the country you're relocating to, you don't get this twisted. Please go do your research and find out what current currency exchange rate is to enable you plan properly, especially when it comes to transferring funds and the charges that are included. That takes me to the sixth on the list, and that is legal and documentation. It is important to gather all necessary documents, such as your passports, for your family and then you for yourself, birth certificates for everyone in the family, marriage certificates if applicable, educational credentials, and any other relevant documents or paperwork required for immigration and settling in Canada. Have all of these in place. Number seven, language skills. Proficiency in English is crucial for most job opportunities and day to day interactions. If English is not your first language, consider improving your language skills through courses or practice, the same as French language. It would be nice to improve on all of these skills so you have certificates that shows your proficiency level. Number eight, cultural adaptation. Research Canadian culture, customs, and the social norms to help ease your transition and integration into the Canadian society. Please understand the cultural differences and how you can help minimize cultural shock. Believe me when I say the cultural shock is a big deal. It is. But if you're able to adapt into the culture of your new environment, it would help you understand and also transit, smoothly into the culture. And this will also help to facilitate smoother interactions with the locals. Next, education, if that is applicable to you. If you have children, research schools in the area you'll be moving to and understand the enrollment process and why it is done the way it is done. Ensure you have all the necessary documentation needed for your children's education. I mentioned earlier, those of you that are looking to have your kids go to private school, you need to be ready for that as well. But just so you know, the government schools are great. Number 10, settling affairs in home country. Please take care of any pending responsibilities or commitments in your home country, such as terminating leases, closing bank accounts, or you can decide to leave your bank accounts, whatever works for you, and notifying relevant authorities of your relocation, especially your work environment if you must. It is really important. I've seen people who have relocated go back home to go, oh, I didn't officially resign. Oh, I was gonna have someone watch over my properties. For those that have, it is really important to settle your affairs in your home country so you don't have anything that is going to be a bother for you, and also pulling your attention away from the new community that you're in. Climate preparation. Depending on where in Canada you're moving to, be prepared for the climate. Canada experiences diverse weather conditions, trust me. And all of these weather conditions ranges from cold winters to hot summers. So make sure you have the appropriate clothing and gear. You have to come prepared. You have to plan. Sometimes even in spring it gets really cold, windy, and you'll be wondering, oh my god, it's raining in the spring. Why is that so? You have to come prepared to stay warm and keep your family warm, okay? Because when it's cold, it's cold. When it is hot, trust me, it is hot. But I've heard a lot of immigrants say that even when it's summer, it's hot. Oh, but it's a bit chilly. So just dress weather appropriate. Support system. This is really, really important. I would advise that you establish a support system in Canada, whether it is through friends, family, or community groups. Having a support, ha, I'm gonna. This is like real. When you have a support system, it is going to truly make your settling in great for you and smooth. A lot of people are tilted towards the religious community, like church, the mosques. They've really, really provided a welcoming home for immigrants. I know the YMCA have done a lot as well, and other government agencies. So do your research, reach out to people, and find out where you can get that extra help from, okay? It is really, really important that you have a support system. And the last I have on the list is banking and taxes. Open a bank account in Canada and understand the tax system. Ask all the questions that you can. There are a lot of banks here that have different packages to suit whatever your needs are. Research tax obligations for residents and non-residents to ensure compliance with the Canadian tax laws. Very, very, very important. Some communities organize free tax clinics where you can go and have them do your taxes all for free. So make sure you're asking the right questions and also asking the right people. Do your research, ask questions. If there are platforms you would want to be part of, you reach out to people and see how they can get you to be on board, so you can, ask all the questions that you need and, be informed. So that way, when you come, you're in the right place, doing the right thing. And that's it for now. I want to thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please do feel free to send me a DM. If you have any topic in mind that you would want me to address or get a guest to come talk about, please feel free to send a DM. I'm not going to promise, but I'll try my very best to make sure that these topics are covered, to provide you relevant information that are important for you to have a smooth transitioning from your home country to Canada. Thank you. I look forward to having you join the next podcast, where we'll be having an amazing guest that I will be unveiling within the week. So you have a great day, and thanks for watching.